What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rip City Rundown. We've got a couple things to catch up on in today's video. You notice I'm in a different setup. I know I'm actually on vacation. I am not in my home studio, but it's not going to stop me from talking about the news that has gone on over the last couple days. We're going to be talking about one rumor and then one actual thing that happened, and we'll jump in here with a talk of the hiring of Mike Schmitz as the new assistant GM for the Trailblazers. I think this is a phenomenal move. A phenomenal move. He is going to help with international and domestic scouting. That is going to be his main thing. He is going to focus on the NBA draft. I mean, obviously, he's an NBA draft expert analyst. It's another move that is making me love Joe Cronin even more. It's making me love Joe Cronin even more because he is not like Neil Olshey. He is not just holding the front office to himself. He's not making him have all the decisions and make every single little move that has to do with the Blazers. He's bringing in a lot of people from different spots, different careers, different expertise, and he's bringing them in and creating a beautiful front office for the Portland Trailblazers. Schmitz, the only thing about Schmitz that hasn't been reported, I just saw this for the first time today, he's not going to join the Blazers until after the NBA draft, so he's not going to help us with this draft, which is okay. I mean, I would have loved to have him for this draft, but not having him for this draft is not the end of the world. We'll still have him, obviously, for the future drafts, future prospect scoutings. But it is very interesting because after we hired him, I was like, oh, we're now going to use this pick, and we're going to actually draft a player because we're about to bring in an expert that knows tip-top information about all these players. But now that he's not with us, I am back to the assumption that we're going to trade the pick. But again, we could still draft it. That is to be seen in the future. I think Sean Highkin said it best. I'll put his tweet on the screen right now. He said the vibes turnaround in all parts of the Blazers organization since roughly early December has been astronomical. And he hit it right on the nose. The vibes in this organization are amazing. Some fans believe that the Blazers are tanking, and Joe Cronin's not a good GM because he traded away all the good players and he brought back players that aren't at the caliber of those players. And I've talked about it over and over. He is creating flexibility and he is allowing the Blazers to have a plan. And we don't know that plan. Normally we are stuck with $30 million contracts and $20 million contracts for the next 4 years, and we know our team for the next 4 years. And obviously that didn't work. So now Joe Cronin has a ton of flexibility, and we don't know what our team is going to look like come next season. It could be DeAndre Ayton, Jeremy Grant, Damian Lillard, Anthony Simons. It could be Miles Bridges and Zach LaVine. It could be Ben Mathurin. We could trade up for Jabari Smith. Who knows? We've got a ton of options on what we can do, and the vibes are amazing. We finally got Olshey out. He created just a bad workplace environment. Joe Cronin seems like a solid person. He's doing a well-done job at his GM job, and he's bringing in Mike Schmitz, who's going to help us with scouting tremendously. I love what he's doing. Those are my thoughts on the Mike Schmitz hiring. I already gave it on my Instagram. If you haven't gone and follow that Instagram, go follow it. Link in the description at rip.city.rundown. Go join the fam. But the interesting thing I want to talk about today is the possibility of a new owner. So we've already talked about how Jody Allen was probably going to sell the team within the next 6 to 12 months. And while it's not from the best source, it's from John Canzano. It's something that I probably still think is going to happen, even if this report is not entirely true right now. So with Allen selling the team, obviously a new owner is going to come in at some point. And again, this is from John Canzano, so take it with a grain of salt. It's just speculation, just reports. He went over some guys and some women that are interested in buying the team. One guy interested in buying the team, Larry Ellison, co-founder of the Oracle Corporation, would be an interesting guy to bring in. He's got Laureen Powell-Jobs, the widow of Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. And the most interesting one and the most realistic one is Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. If she were to buy it, she would be the first female owner to purchase a team in NBA history. Now, I think this is a very realistic option. This is a very realistic. She's talked about it before. and she's from the Pacific Northwest area. That is the interesting thing. I think the most likely owner is going to be someone from the Pacific Northwest area because I don't think the Blazers are going to be moved. And I think someone that's going to have the interest in buying the Blazers, because again, it's not one of the most popular teams in the country, in the league. It's going to be someone from the Pacific Northwest that has ties to the Blazers. And I think this is also a very interesting one because, as you know, Portland was majorly in the running for the first female head coach, Becky Hammon. And we ended up going with Chauncey Billups after a long discussion. But Portland, as you know, is an area that is very... They want to bring change. They want to bring change to the NBA. And the hiring of, or the almost hiring of Becky Hammon was very significant because Portland, it just would have made sense for Portland to be the first team to have a woman coach. The first team to have their team bought by a woman could be Portland, and I think that's very realistic. Very realistic. Jeff Bezos' wife, Mackenzie Scott. Again, I don't know a ton about her. I know that she would bring in a lot of money. I don't know how interested she is in the Blazers. That is the only thing that I really want in a new owner. I said it before on this channel already. I want someone that is very, very interested in the Blazers and is actually going to take pride in putting together a good team. Obviously, they're not going to be the GM. That's Joe Cronin. But I want someone that's going to be interested in the team. Someone, like, as much hate as he gets, Jerry Jones is a great person. Steve Ballmer is super interested in the Clippers, and look at them. They're back to, they have a bunch of stars now ever since he got the job. So I just thought that was an interesting little rumor that I saw. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. That would surely be a hot topic, an interesting topic. Let me know what you guys think down below. That's all I got for this video. Let me know if you like Mike Schmitz as a new assistant GM. Sorry for the scuffed video or scuffed setup. I'm doing my best here. If you haven't seen our video about Jimmy Butler or Jason Tatum, we went a little off topic with the Portland Trailblazers content, but go watch it. It's the most recent video on our channel. It's a very well done video by one of the Rip City Rundown podcast hosts. Who do you think is better, Jason Tatum or Jimmy Butler? Go comment that on that video. It's a very well done video. That's going to do it. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.